The Prime Minister has arrived in Beijing ahead of his meeting with Xi Jinping. Anthony Albanese expected to deny China's demands that his government abandon its plan to strip a Chinese company of its lease over the Port of Darwin. Beijing is threatening economic retaliation if the government follows through, setting up a potential standoff ahead of the meeting.
In Asia's bustling business capital, the Prime Minister rallies more than 200 industry leaders from China and Australia, encouraging greater cooperation and deeper connection.
There is no fixed model for a stabilised relationship.
There's much to gain from these talks through increased trade and joint efforts to reduce emissions. Fortescue's Andrew Forrest raising the need for cooperation on the artificial intelligence boom.
I asked our Prime Minister if he could work together with China to form a bilateral agreement where we escape the threats coming from AI to employment, both in China and Australia, and generate a serious jobs boom.
Beneath these meetings lies a deeper purpose for Anthony Albanese. It's about building the foundation of security in the Indo-Pacific.
On these strong business relationships and building on those, do you see that also as critical to securing peace and stability in the region, and also working through any differences that Australia and China might have on AUKUS or other things?
It certainly is. One of the things that's important to recognise is that the economic relationship is obviously based upon a stable and secure region.
A task complicated by the United States, intervening in the Prime Minister's visit by demanding to know what role, if any, Australia would play should the US and China come to conflict over Taiwan. The request coming from Elbridge Colby, Donald Trump's Defence Under-Secretary, who's finalising a review of AUKUS.
Governments cannot respond in policy terms to every time there's an article written or a tweet or a blog and change their position.
From the business capital of Shanghai, the Prime Minister now travels to the political capital of Beijing for high-level meetings with China's President Xi Jinping and Premier Li Qiang. Anthony Albanese wants to focus on economics and meeting climate goals, while the Chinese side is expected to raise objection to Labor's promise of bringing the Port of Darwin back into Australian hands.
If it's raised, our position's very clear. I'll have a discussion with the President. I'll treat him with the respect that I would any leader.
And on the detained Australian academic Young Heng Jun.
We always raise issues of Australian citizens. We have been successful at advocating for Australians, and I will always do that.
Including in the very heart of China. Cameron Redden, Sky News, Shanghai.